gas up the Jeep, it's good to be free. Load up the pans and fishing poles. The highway is long, the wheels turning round. Pack up the cook stove and the bowls. Arlo and I, we hit the open road. Arlo and I are on the road.
Hey everybody, well, here I am again. I'm in one of my sardine moods. And my wife's not here, so it's actually like 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm going to be cooking sardines. Go figure, right? So I'm going to make a sardine recipe today that's partially inspired by Richard Olney. Now, back in the day, long before the internet, or well, before there are recipes all over the internet anyway, those of us chefs who are looking for inspiration always look to our favorite cookbooks. And you know, we all kind of amassed this collection of inspirational books, and I had a huge cookbook collection, which I've since gotten rid of most of them, but I've collected sort of the core books that have inspired me through my career. Now, one of them was this one, Richard Olney's Simple French Food. And this book is a really important book in French cuisine, and it's been important to me for many, many years. And well, you know, I was in the grocery store the other day, and I just happened to come across some sorrel leaves, and it just kind of flashed in my head that I remember just going through this book, and Olney has I think he has a fascination with sorrel because there's sorrel all over this book, and it just kind of made me think. I remembered a recipe that was called sardines wrapped in sorrel. So I thought, you know, maybe I would do my little take on this. Now I'm going to change it a little bit. Of course, his recipe, he used fresh sardines, and I'm just going to be using canned sardines, and we're going to do this the preparation just a little bit differently, taking that into consideration. I'm also going to add some of these beautiful ripe plum tomatoes that I noticed on my counter this morning, so it's going to just kind of change this a little bit, although I'm going to use a lot of the same ingredients, which there aren't very many. So today I'm going to use these French actual sardines. What are these? Muette d'Arvor. Sardines in extra virgin olive oil. I thought they would be appropriate for this dish, and really not that many ingredients. I'm going to have those beautiful tomatoes, have the sardines, have some shallot, of course the sorrel, a little bit of herbs. I have some what is this, oregano and thyme, salt and pepper, and some white wine. And really, that's it. There's not much to it, and that's the beauty of certain types of cooking, is just the simplicity of it, and just have really great ingredients, and that's it. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is just sort of build my dish. I have this nice small little baking dish here, and I'm going to take one of these tomatoes, and I'm going to take some thin slices of tomato. I think one tomato might be enough for this. And I'll just layer the tomatoes around. Maybe just like that. And then a little salt and pepper on the tomatoes. And then I will open our sardines. Okay. And then And we'll wrap our sardines in this sorrel. See if I can gently lift these out of here. Oh, these are nice and firm, so this is going to be perfect. Let's see. Right here, our baking dish. And let's see, get another one. And do I have just enough sorrel and just enough sardines, so might as well just use them all. Just like that. Okay. Look. Yeah, that looks pretty already. Okay, over at the stove, I'm getting my saute pan hot. I'm going to put just a little bit of olive oil into the pan, and then I'm going to put in our chopped shallots. We want to saute these just for a second. A little bit of salt, some ground black pepper, some fresh thyme, and a little bit of fresh oregano, just like that. Then we're going to add our white wine. And really, we're just going to reduce this just for a second to get some of the alcohol out. Okay, it's just been about a minute. I'm going to take this over to our cutting board, and we have our really pretty presentation here, and I'm going to pour this mixture of wine and shallots okay, and then I'm going to put a piece of aluminum foil over this, put it on a little sheet tray, and then I'm going to put this into a preheated 350 degree oven. Alright, so here we are. I had our sardines in the oven for about 20 minutes. I just wanted to warm them through, and well, here's the unveiling. Let's see how it looks. Wow, look at that. That looks really pretty. It looks, it smells delicious. Alright, there it is. Our sardines wrapped in sorrel with tomato, white wine, and shallots. Oh, that smells incredible. First, I'm going to taste a little bit of the broth that's in there. Oh, that's really good. Really delicious. With a nice baguette. Perfect. Soak that up. Similar to eating mussels or clams with the wine. Just soaking that up. All right. And I'm going to try the sardines. Look how beautiful the sardine looks wrapped in that sorrel. Really delicious. Their sardines are nice and meaty, and they stay together really well, but we cooked them very gently. And then the sorrel, if you've never had sorrel before, it's very tart and tangy. Which in the past a lot of people have used as sort of a tangy contrast to seafood, other than lemon. Let me try some of this tomato. Now the tomato is the part that's not necessarily traditional in this dish, but that works really well. Super delicious. I didn't heat up my baguette, so I'm not going to use it right now, but that would be the perfect complement to this, to get in there and just soak up that wine and the juice. Oh, it's so good. That's super delicious, and it's pretty cool to do it in these little dishes here. You could have a little dinner party, and each person could have their own little plate. Of course, like I said, this recipe was inspired by this book, Richard Olney's Simple French Food, and kind of gives me the idea. I'd like to maybe do a video on all the cookbooks that have inspired me over the years. I think that would be a fun thing to do. Now, there's a YouTube channel right now by the great chef Norman van Aken, and he's doing that very same thing right now. I think he calls it his treasure book series, and it's super interesting and really enjoyable to watch him talk about the books that really inspired him throughout his career. One of the things that I found pretty cool was that many of the same books that inspired him have inspired me. So I think we have a very similar cookbook collection, although I'm sure his is a lot more vast than mine, especially at this point. But I think it might be a fun idea to maybe talk about some of those cookbooks. And definitely check out his YouTube channel. Pretty interesting stuff. Anyway, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be a fun project coming here soon. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and following along with us today. If you like this video, please like, please subscribe. That always helps us a lot, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, bye-bye.